Hello. According to this chap, Shirzad Shamin, who wrote a bestseller called Positive Intelligence a few years ago, we have four parts to our brain. We've got the primitive brain, which does all our automatic functions like breathing and using our senses. We've got the mammalian brain, which is all about fight, flight, survival, and harbours what we call 10 mental saboteurs. And you've also got the human brain, which is the two neocortex hemispheres. And that's where all the higher abilities reside, all the things that make us human. So things like vision and being rational, making rational decisions, etc. Now, what happens is, particularly during childhood, we develop habits that help us protect ourselves and keep ourselves safe. And when unfortunate events occur, we automatically go into this fight and flight bit here, the mammalian brain. And that triggers off all the negative emotions like fear and anger and blaming other people and caution, in unwillingness to try something new. But you'd be better off in most cases, well, in every case really, going into the higher human brain, which is where we can actually look at things dispassionately, rationally, put them into context, make plans, make decisions, and then move forward and implement those decisions, have vision and look forward. So that's where we want to be, but this is where we end up automatically, because what happens is we develop what are called neural pathways, which is how habits develop. And the way a neural pathway works is if you get a particular event and then you react that way a couple of times to it, you automatically widen the links between the synapses in the brain. So what happens is you automatically start connecting with bits of the brain that are down here rather than bits of the brain up there. And what you need to do is develop new habits, new neural pathways. And there are various techniques you can use to do that. So that's basically what things like NLP anchors are about. It's what living in the moment is about. But there are also other techniques called PQ reps, positive intelligence repetitions, which are in this book, but which I could explain to you. So these techniques will enable you at any time to actually make sure that when you get an unfortunate event, if you like, you don't go into your mental saboteurs part of your brain. You actually develop the habits of going into the human, the sage part of your brain, which means you'll make much better decisions and be far more successful. The whole area is really interesting. If you're interested in finding out more, just message me or contact me. And also what's really interesting is if you're part of a mastermind group of like-minded, positive-minded people, that also helps you be much more positive and helps you use your human sage brain rather than your saboteur brain or your primitive brain. So again, if you wanted to know more about that, have a look at businessroundtableuk.co.uk. The whole area is fascinating and quite welcome any sort of conversation. Thanks very much for watching today. I hope you found that useful.